Alrighty, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And so in this small video, I'm going to be talking about some of our members here in Algo Labs passing funding challenges, FTMO challenges with our algorithms, with one algorithm specifically called Morningstar. And so we're going to be discussing basically the results. And I think this is this specific week we had 5 people complete funding challenges, right? So this is a really big deal whenever it comes to algorithmic trading, because not a lot of algorithms out there could actually consistently make 5 to 10% and has the ability to pass those challenges without like huge drawdowns and without having crappy kind of I would say crappy statistics, right? So right now what we have here, we have the Discord up and we're going to be going over some of our members. So right now on the screen we have David FX, which is one of our members here, and he completed the challenge on Monday, I believe. Yeah, on Monday. And so as you can see here, very nice equity curve. He started the challenge on the 4th of April. So literally just this month, literally almost a week, he started the specific algorithm on this account, and he actually was able to pass it. A max daily loss 750 CAD. I believe that's of course 1,000 USD, and it was only able to basically get him drawn around 0.2 or 3%. I'm not really good with foreign currencies. Max loss, it was not even close from the max daily loss of the account. You can see here just basically around 1/14 of it, or close to 2/14 of the actual full loss. So very nice statistics here. Profit target, as you can see here, passed the profit target really nicely here. So yeah, just a very nice equity curve. And I think that, you know, one of the reasons why Morningstar has been successful is I'm not going to be here trying to explain to you guys that, oh, I have like a cheat algorithm that it will literally make you millions of dollars. Like, I'm not like that, right? I'm a very professional guy. I've worked my ass off for creating these specific algorithms, and knowing the specific edges that they exploit, the specific market that they exploit, as well as making sure that my trading systems and those algorithms out there are not overfitted, or not over optimized, or not curve fitted, do not have the millions of other errors that could appear whenever you try to create an algorithm. Like, there's so many issues whenever you try to create an algorithm, whether it's indicators, whether it's over optimizations, whether it's basically not having a fully logical system, and basically using the wrong tick data, using the wrong data. There's so many issues, right? That's why I here in Algo Labs, I provide all the actual algorithms, and I have a very professional systematic procedure in how I make all my trading systems and how I make all my algorithms. And I think that's why, in my opinion, we're one of the best right now. It's only been a month since Algo Labs has been fully released, and literally members are already getting funded, which is, I think, in my opinion, a really good deal. It really comes to the perspective that you don't need complex algorithms to beat the market. You don't, right? You just need to find an edge that your algorithm can exploit, use a specific trading system, breakout, counter trend, or whatever, and it can literally be very beneficial to you, and it can make you decent gains, right? So that's what we do here in Algo Labs. We don't try to create very hard, complex algorithms with statistic calculus and having all these kind of ratios and formulas that are just so complex that it just screws with your mind, right? We don't do that here, because we find a better way to make more money, to beat those other complex algorithms, but at the same time making it simple, at the same time making sure that the algorithms are safe, have a proper risk management system. And all the algorithms out there that I have here in Algo Labs currently have a specific risk management system that makes sure that it locks the stop at break even, it closes a specific profit at a specific ratio of profit. So what we do here in Algo Labs is very professional, right? So let's go ahead and go down below. We had KC, one of our members, one of our first members to jump into the beta group, which the beta group is not available anymore, but he literally completed a $200,000 MFF My Forex Funds funding challenge in literally, what he said, 2 days using Morningstar. Now, that's how powerful Morningstar is. Now, people will be like saying, how is that possible? Well, how I created Morningstar is basically risk to reward ratios. It wants to get into trades very fast, but it makes sure that the risk to reward ratios are very high. And so what that allows you to do is it allows you to possibly, if you have 3 or 4, literally just 2 wins, consecutive wins, and you'll pass the challenge very easily. For KC right there, he literally started 2 days ago, and with default settings, and he was able to pass that FTMO, I mean that My Forex Funds funding challenge, $200,000 right there, right? So I mean the challenge, the 10% target is always going to be the hardest part in every challenge. So the verification, I mean, it should be literally around a 95% completion rate with my algorithms, because like honestly, like 5% is pretty easy, and you have 90 days in FTMO. My Forex Funds, I believe you have the same timeline, 90 days as well. So this should be literally a guarantee that all these people are getting funded for that amount. A guarantee, you know, unless they actually fuck it up and maybe take some a bad 15 or 20 bad trades or whatever. But anyways, these people pass with using my algorithms, so that's amazing. We have also Tracy here making 10% on FTMO, and he passed the phase one, which is the challenge. And I believe Tracy was like, yeah, this is his results. So Tracy literally joined this month, and he was able to pass an FTMO challenge within just 1 month. So you can see here, here's my progress. I also started on Monday. Super happy with Morningstar J. So he started on the 6th, which was on literally just 1 week. 1 week, and this dude passed an FTMO challenge. $100,000 FTMO challenge. So it's very nice, as well as Evolution Assets. He's up about 5.4% in 3 days here with Morningstar. Very nice, very nice. Going down below here, we have as well Casey. I mean, Casey actually already passed an actual challenge, the My Forex Fund challenge. Let me see if I could pull it up real quick. But he actually passed already a $100,000 challenge, which is freaking insane. So he just passed again another $200,000 MFF challenge here. So you can see here that you know, he said $100,000 completely passed, hit that 8% goal, and so just very nice right there. So let's continue going down, and let's see, KC, and then we have Italo. I think that's how you pronounce it, Italo or Italo. But anyway, so he passed another $100,000 FTMO challenge, and just wow, amazing, right? So he had minimum trading days, 8 almost completion. He should have completed this already, because it was, I think, on Tuesday. But anyway, so max daily loss about 1,400, so not even close to the 5,000. Which, I mean, with Morningstar, sometimes you'll have a lot of losses in a day, maybe 2 or 3 consecutive losses. That's part of the edge, right? You have big winners and small losers. That's the whole point of Morningstar and how it operates, right? But the max loss, not even close to 10%, just literally about 0.80%, not even 1% on the max loss. And profit target 10% right there. So this is really impressive. Even for Morningstar statistics, Morningstar has really been able to perform really well this specific month. And the reason why is because of all the volatility. Morningstar loves volatility. If there's volatility, that means it's making huge gains. So a lot of people want to, like, you know, get away from volatility. A lot of algorithms underperform during volatility, but with Morningstar, how the edge is created and how I created the trading systems, it loves volatility. So whenever the market is just, you know, being very volatile, you're seeing like maybe 1 or 2% moves every single day. Ooh, that's a very nice way for Morningstar to be able to make very consecutive big winners. And so for this specific week, you can see that 5 funding challenges. So we have Idolo, Tracy, we have KC here, and we have David as well. KC completed 2 FTMO, 2 MFF, My Forex Funds challenges, and as well as I completed another one with MFF, another funding challenge right there. And then we have I don't know how to pronounce his name, DA. I'll say that. And he's about to be completed. He's about to complete this FTMO challenge. He says he's up about 6.2% up for the week. And his ratio, average profit 385, average loss around 0.75. So very nice, very nice. You know, average profit, average loss. You can see here the number of trades, the average RR, which is, you know, this is one of the reasons why Morningstar is so great, is that it has the ability to have huge risk reward opportunities. And everything in trading, everything is risk to reward, right? You know, you lose one trade and then you win another trade. You want to make sure that you have a risk to reward ratio of at least 2 or 3, right? So with Morningstar, we have 5. So that's a very huge deal. Lot size, you can see here, win rate or run rate is not going to be huge, right? For Morningstar, it's not going to be huge. And I think that, you know, a lot of people get uncomfortable with that, but I mean, my algorithms have an edge in the long term. You guys literally have the statistics. You guys can go to algolabs.net and check out all the 10-year historical results. and that should just prove that the edge has been working over the last 10 years consecutively, right? So the win rate is going to be low, right? It's not going to be like 50 or 60%, but it's because of that huge risk reward ratio. Whenever you have a huge risk reward ratio, you usually have a lower win rate. And so this is fine. For me, in my personal accounts, I'm fine losing consecutively. I don't really give a crap because I know I trust my algorithms because I created them, and I know that the edge over the long term will make me more money than the short term. Of course, short term you can make a lot of money. Like for example, this specific week where we had literally 5 people complete funding challenges. So I mean, it's not only for the long term, it's also for the short term. But again, if you're losing consecutively in the short term or whatever, for me, I know that hey, there's nothing to worry about because the long term, I'm always going to be making money over the long term because of that edge. An edge is super important in a specific algorithm. A market edge, a statistical edge, and most algorithms do not do that. Cough, cough, Lambo rules, grid strategy, or system literally has no edge because it has maybe a statistical edge over optimizations over those specific grids on Gold, where they optimize over maybe thousands of optimizations to find out specific optimization grid levels that works really well. But at the same time, it's not over the long term. They don't even show 10-year, 5-year historical results, right? And it's a grid strategy. A grid strategy or system is a gambling tool, in my opinion, because there's no logical trading logic, right? It's like it goes up, you open a buy and sell order, there's negative risk reward ratios. Like in my opinion, whenever you have a trading system or trading strategy that has negative risk to reward ratio where you're risking maybe $1,000 to make $15, I mean, that's just a really stupid idea. Even though your win rate's going to be higher, it's just, like guys, I've been in this industry for almost since I started trading at 15 years old, but I also got into algorithm trading at that same time. And so, I've seen plenty of grid systems and strategies that all these gurus try to promote, saying, oh, this is such an amazing algorithm because people are being able to make huge gains in such a short amount of period of time, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 days. I know because I use it on my accounts. But what they don't tell you is that those specific grid strategies and systems will make you lose money in the long term, because the whole logic behind that is that, there's no way that it's going to hit stop loss. It's always going to go up into profit because of, how, a specific pair is doing, right? But that's always not going to be right because, the market is unpredictable. You cannot predict anything. And so having your risk or ruin possibly being 30, 40, 50% max drawdown is very huge, right? Because you're using huge lot sizes, you're having buy and sell orders. So you're using more risk in the market because your exposure, it's much more in the market because you have open trades. And so, for example, if something happens where a news event comes out, unexpected news event, which happens, those algorithms are so susceptible to blowing your account, to losing huge amounts of capital, right? And of course, there's safety features that you can have, max loss, max daily loss or maximum loss for a specific week, profit target for a week or whatever. But again, in my opinion, those specific grid systems and strategies are literally gambling tools. Like you will not see professional hedge fund traders, professional quants, trade or use those specific algorithms because those are just trash algorithms in my opinion. They're not really there to make you money consistently over the long term, and that's what Algo Labs is all about. Yeah, make money in the short term, but the goal is making consistent gains over the long term, because that's an edge, and that's the ability for you not to like basically show up in the charts every single day and try to lose on a couple of trades and then you blow your account because of emotional psychology or whatever. So anyways, enough of my rant. But I do want to just basically note that, that if you're using a grid system or strategy, you guys gotta be careful, because those grid systems, I've seen it, guys. I've been in this industry for such a long time that I've seen thousands of people get blown up. We had Solar Star Live, EA Economy. I saw literally thousands of people get blow their accounts. I literally saw a 6-figure account get blown up because of a grid system, right? It was during 2000, I believe 19 or 18, whenever the Fed finally cut rates, and the market was the forex markets were literally just crazy. And so, whenever it comes to grid systems or strategies, they lose money whenever there's a big trend, right? Whenever we're seeing very big trend, those specific grid systems make the most money and market and mean reversion markets, right? So if there's a news event that causes a huge trend, oh my gosh, it'll lose a lot of money. So I saw like a six-figure account get blown in front of my eyes. And so, it's very dangerous in my opinion. You should definitely look out for that and look for statistics. Look out for, not just a 1 year report. Look for 3 or 4 or 5 years, 6 years, 10 years reports that show that edge or that algorithm has been consistently profitable over the long term. Because again, over the long term, in my opinion, and if you literally ask every professional trader, hedge fund professional or quant trader about grid systems, they'll tell you that over the long term, it's unprofitable and it will blow your account. But anyway, so those are basically all the challenges, right? So, this week, 5 challenges completed. That's a freaking phenomenal thing because, again, most algorithms cannot pass, funding challenges, and most traders can't even pass funding challenges as well. So this is a very awesome thing to see that I'm helping people. We have Attilo literally just saying, I'm changing people's lives. And Attilo, the funny part for Attilo is that he paid $50 to get access to my algorithm since he was a Scalping University member. And I believe like 4 weeks ago we had a discount only for Scalping University members to get in for $50. So he paid $50 and he's getting funded for a $100,000 account. I mean, that's just like, come on. I mean, I'm here trying to help people out. I'm here literally beating my ass, creating the really good algorithms for people to try out. And so, this is why I know that what I do every single day is going to provide so much value to people, as well as give people opportunities that they've never been able to get access to. And so right now I'm going to be changing the industry. Algo Labs will change the industry and remove all this corruptness right now in the algo industry and all this bullshit and all this miscommunication, unrealistic expectations that people usually think, oh, these algorithms will literally make me thousands to trillions of dollars or whatever, or like flip my account. I mean, those are just really retarded expectations. So you guys really got to be careful with those. For people saying that you can literally make 1,000 to 100% returns every single month or every single year, you guys definitely got to be careful with that. So this is one of my accounts here. So for the end of since we started this account in January or February, excuse me, we had a very nice equity curve here. You can see that the equity curve has been very nice, and so this is exactly what you like to see. It's been over close to 3 months now, and we've seen a very nice equity curve. Not very, we're not seeing any huge like spikes like that you will maybe see on some grid strategies or systems. We're seeing very consistent equity curve here. Over the last, we had over around profit factor of 1.94, total trades 58. We have the profit total trades being 25%, which is honestly not that bad. It's decent. It's not the best, but we have the drawdown being 7%, which is still pretty good. 7% to make gross profit. This is actually 39%. So we're up around 39 on the accounts. Where's the balance? So we are around 39. So I started this account at $100,000. You can see here. And then right now we're at 139. So the actual statistics is 39%. I don't know why it says 28%, maybe because of withdrawals. But anyway, so 28% and basically 39% with a max drawdown of 7%, which is still pretty good. I mean, very good. That's almost a 3 max factor. Recovery factor right there. Almost a recovery factor of 3 right there. So this is really phenomenal that Morningstar has been able to make a lot of money, mostly because of the volatility. We're seeing a lot of good volatility over the last couple of months. And so profit factor 1.94. Expected payoff, pretty good, decent. That's exactly what I've seen over the back test over the last 10 years, around 500 to 700 expected payoff. The profit trades are a little bit higher, so that's pretty good. You can see here the average profit trade. Is being around 4%, and then largest trade being 6%, and then the largest loss trade being 1%, the average loss trade being 7%. So you can see here, literally the risk reward ratio. You're seeing the losses are quite small and the wins are quite big. That's the whole point of Morningstar right there. That's the whole point of how Morningstar works. Very nice equity curve here on my FX book. We have here the profit factor, the total trades. We have here the Sharpe ratio, decent, not the best. We have here the summary. Let's go to risk or ruin. Risk or ruin is about 8% chance of losing 10% of the account, which is very, I would say, decent, because over the last 10 years, the drawdowns have been, excuse me, have been around 30%. But we have a risk limit system here. Let me see if I can show you guys real quick. We have a risk limit system here that prevents, prevents stupid stuff from happening. So if one specific day you're having a huge drawdown or having a bad week, we have a safety feature that basically prevents you from, basically closes all out of all trades and prevents another trade to be taken with the max daily drawdown, max weekly drawdown, max monthly drawdown. And so this is very useful for FTMO challenges, because again, you don't want to be losing more than 5% in a day. You don't want to be losing more than 10% on the whole account. So we have safety features where basically it will prevent you from, prevent the algorithm from taking more losses, right? So this is a very nice safety feature, risk limit system that I created. So it's going to be very beneficial for a lot of people. So the risk of ruin is pretty low, 8% for 10%. That's still pretty low. About 0.56% to lose 20%. That's still very low right there. So very nice statistics right over here. Let's see, and then going over through the month. January we made around 11%. February we made 13%. March we should have made around 7%, but the reason that we didn't is because we were running some algorithms on the actual account that actually, it's kind of my bad. We had some on-off safety features that allow the algorithm to take more losses than normal. So this is not a Morningstar that caused March to be a break-even year, a break-even month, basically. The actual statistics should be around 7%. Yeah, you can see here the risk-reward ratio on March. So this is March, risk-reward ratio being 6.72. So you can see here, positive risk-reward ratio on NASDAQ 100, which is the only pair that Morningstar trades. So you can see here that the risk-reward ratio is still pretty high. So it's not coming from NASDAQ 100. It's coming from the algorithm, cough, use AJPY. Completely my fault though. You can see here NASDAQ risk-reward ratio, February risk-reward ratio, and then April already risk-reward ratio 7.95. Pretty good. Average holding time for April around longs around about 6 hours, 7 hours, and then for short side about 1 day. And then use JPY, ignore use JPY. That's basically one of my older algorithms, but pretty good statistics here. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I basically just want to go over the amazing results that we literally saw this week. 5 people getting, passing funding challenges, which is a big deal, very huge deal. And because they didn't do any work, right? My algorithms did all the work. So very nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for this video. So if you guys have any questions at all, please let me know. If you guys are interested in joining Algo Labs, please check out the link of description below and just sign up and check out our algorithms, because we're only going to become bigger and bigger over the next couple of days, months to 2 years. I know that Algo Labs is going to be one of the biggest companies, trading algorithm companies in the world, because our mission, our vision, it's much more bigger than everyone else. And just imagine being able to pick a specific algorithm with an edge, with a trading system, kind of like a portfolio, like you're picking out a stock or picking out a bond, and you're putting into your portfolio. But imagine putting an algorithm into your portfolio with an edge, with an actual trading system, no buy and hold BS, that allows you to make consistent gains over the long term. I mean, it's going to be literally one of the biggest things, I think, in this industry, my company, because I just have that vision for it, and I know that people are looking for that. People are looking for the ability to make consistent gains over the long term. And now, of course, it's not going to be, you're not going to see huge results like 1,000% months or years, but it's consistent over the long term. And since most traders fail in these markets, most traders cannot even make money in these markets, my algorithms offer a different kind of perspective and an ability to make money in the markets without actually doing the work at all. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.